carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Quarterback Drew Lock getting ready to go here on offense with the rest of the Denver Broncos. We've seen some good, some bad out of Drew Lock. I guess that's what you would expect, Charles, out of a rookie QB. You know, an example, a little microcosm, if you look at Week 14 and 15. Week 14, really good in a win at Houston. Week 15 in the snow, a real clunker. Team only put up 3 points in a loss at Arrowhead. You think that he's going to be the quarterback 2020 in Denver?
And might I throw in Week 13 with a late comeback against the Chargers at home where they get their game-winning field goal. What a way to get started. I do think he'll be the starter Week 1, 2020. Rolling the dice year in and year out on a quarterback is tough to do. They spent capital last year, second round, getting Drew Lock, but many thought he would be a first-rounder. Yes, he'll have his ups and downs here down the stretch. We know that. But at the same time, I do think there's an investment there. I do think there's potential there. And you're asking me to predict? I'm saying Drew Lock takes the first snap in 2020 for the Denver Broncos.
From midfield, here's Lock. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense again, CD, and if you look at the year, we talked about Drew Lock at quarterback, but just the team collectively, it'll be the 4th straight season without playoffs in the Mile High City since they won Super Bowl 50 and Peyton Manning retired. This year, a slow start really doomed them. They began the year 0-4. A couple of those losses were close by 2 points, but defensively, they also lost Bradley Chubb. Of course, Joe Flacco goes down, so they had some adversity this season.
They certainly did, and they were rebuilding anyway. Brand new head coach and Vic Fangio.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They look to throw. It's Lock. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 91 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Lock to throw on second down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd and 1. Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sione Takitaki providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Mayfield on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And they work this out past the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Chubb. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked, probably doesn't matter.